Morning After with Nick and Big J, broadcasting live from Rock on the Range. Finally, Blackstone Cherry time, and it feels good, man. How are you?
Dude, doing great. Living the life.
Yeah, the life. I was going to say, we heard you on the stage out here. Awesome. It sounded great, man.
Thank you. It was, I got to be honest, it was the coldest Rock on the
cold,
Range
right?
I've ever been to. I just, actually, I've got like this, like, windy cough thing, so if I sound like an ostrich underwater, I'm sorry. But, yeah, it was weird, man, because, like, normally, you're out there hyperventilating, and I always kind of get amped up and drink, like, constant, 8 jugs of water before,
right.
A week before this. I'm like, man, we're going to sweat to death and freezing. But, dude, great concert today. Great show. Fans were excellent.
Yeah, does that take away if it's not sweating balls out here?
I like to sweat balls.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I want to feel like somebody put me in a sauna and hung me up. Like
right.
Because, just for me, like, it's I mean, you drop sticks and with the guitar players, it's hard to hold on to picks and stuff. But, like, I just feel like I'm not giving it my all if I don't just come off like I just walked out of a swimming pool,
Well, and it's a workout. You know what I mean?
Is,
you don't have to lift weights that day or whatever.
It's a day at the spa.
Well, I do lift weights, and I do get a mean pedicure. So
well, of course, look at you. You're the best of both worlds. You got the dainty, but you got the tough.
Listen, you're by far the most handsome guy in Blackstone Cherry.
Thank you. To be honest with you, that's a huge compliment because I'm in some very good-looking company.
Well,
so
they're not even here. It's okay. You don't have to say that.
I know. I just feel bad.
God,
I
you're
know
so
they're gonna,
loyal. Such a good friend.
They're gonna hear this. They're gonna think I'm a D-bag if I don't talk good about them.
They're not going to hear this.
It's all right. It's all right. In our camp, you're number one, and that's all that matters.
You guys are great.
We actually we drove out here from Boise, Idaho, because we're stupid. But we listened to your record the whole way, man. It's really good.
Well,
we dig the new stuff. Well, we listened. We popped
an hour
it in.
and a half
we
or
did.
so.
We popped it in.
That means a lot.
No problem.
Who had you at gunpoint?
Nobody. We wanted to hear it.
Yeah,
we wanted to hear it.
We're Blackstone Cherry fans, and we're not
Thank
just
you,
talking, kissing your ass because you're sitting here. We love you guys, and we love your brand of rock and roll, and it's a lot of fun, man.
Well, we really appreciate that.
And it seems like, at least on this particular record, you get to be a little bit more fun than you have in years. I mean, Hollywood and Kentucky's a fun little jam. You're having a good time with the lyrics and the music. It was probably fun to put together, right?
It really was a fun record. And not to say that the other records we have done in the past haven't been fun to make and a great process. But I think this record, we finally, as a band, got to that point where we started realizing what works for us in that recording process and the writing process. I mean, if you go back to, sorry, I keep itching my nose. My mustache is getting to that level where it's just turning.
Oh,
and I'm
man.
like, calm it down.
No, I hate that.
I
It's
know.
like climbing into your nose.
Listen, you know what I fear is getting a razor anywhere near my face, because here's what I do. I'm like, I'm just going to take a little bit off here and a little bit off here. And then by the time you're done, you have like the 1999, like just landing strip below your lip. And you're like, yeah, that looks good. Then you go out and you're like, dude, what did I do? I have beard envy. Screw this record. You have beard. Let's talk about beards.
Yeah.
I hope one day I can wake up and have a glory just bush like that.
Let it go. Here's the thing. My kids hate it because I got beard hairs all over the place.
I think that's kind of like when fairies fly through the air and the essence of their wings kind of leave little glitter. That's beard glitter.
Until it lands in your food, John. Then it's a goddamn nightmare.
I know.
A really long beard hair looks like a really long pubic hair.
It does.
And that creeps the kids out.
Some of us manscape, some of us don't. Hey, whatever works for you. But okay, back to the record.
No. I can't grow a beard, and it grossed me out because one of his beard hairs fell in my drink on the way out here, and I'm like, see, now I'm not going to drink that.
But
I'm not going to drink it.
But if you could, you may be able to grow a beard.
Like that's magical powers, maybe, and it rubs off on me.
Jack in the beard stalk.
Yeah. It's got beard elixir all of a sudden.
Listen, it's not working. So.
What if you had the Tim Allen and Santa Claus 2 and it's
that
next
would work.
morning?
I'd do that. I'd go silver if I could grow a beard. I just can't.
Do you know there's people who are getting beard implants now?
I'll never do that, but I can't grow one.
Pussies.
I can't do it.
That? I mean, mine's horrible, but at least it's mine. I'm sorry to leave you out. You have a great beard.
Justin
too.
has a good beard.
Dude.
I am the Frank Beard of the bearded people.
You
here.
are,
Yeah,
man. You got
yeah.
Dusty and Billy sitting right here.
I know.
Well,
I feel
isn't that
lonely.
weird? He's the only ZZ Top member that doesn't have a beard, and his name is Frank Beard. What is that? That's great. That's like, listen, you know how crazy that is? We're in Blackstone Cherry, and I am allergic to cherries. I can't eat
No
them.
way.
No, they have birch pollen on them. Like it's call it an OAS allergy.
What
man.
Does
allergic
like the
syndrome.
throat close up, or is it hives? and stuff?
If I eat apples, I kind of turn into like a chick at prom. I'm throwing up, and it's
God,
bad.
I wish I had that problem.
I know. Well, you know.
So I wouldn't have to eat fruit.
Well, it's bad. There sounds like there's a jet going over.
Everybody be careful.
Everybody be careful of the cherries.
It's
beers.
a chopper. It's a chopper.
It's all right.
Get
We're all
out
right.
to the chopper. Hey, seriously. No, back to the album. Yeah, it was fun to make.
Yeah.
It really was. I mean, we got to that level where, you know, we didn't have to feel like we had to make, you know, the perfect rock record. And because I mean, honestly, like you guys have been extremely supportive. So many stations have been extremely supportive. But there's certain stations that we won't name them that won't play the band, and that's okay because they feel like it doesn't fit the format. But that's kind of cool because, like, not everybody liked Jimi Hendrix at first either. I'm not saying we're Jimi Hendrix. He was way better than we are, but I'm just saying.
a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a hair. Just a hair. But, you know, it's that thing where we grow and we learn who we are, and we are a live rock band. You know, just as we did today. I mean, if it's bad or good, it's still us playing. So I think that we've tried to make what we do, take what we do live and put that on a record. And really present that to our fans. And I think our fans appreciate that because they know it's genuine. And it's not us trying to, like, you know, oh, man, the hook's got to come in 30 seconds. And, you know, to be honest, I don't even think it's about growing as songwriters. It was just we were left alone, kind of to our own devices. There was some behind-the-scenes label stuff that kind of a merger that happened way up in the record label clouds.
Right.
And it really helped us in our situation. I won't go way into details because that's just a bunch of nonsense. But what happened, the shift really helped us because we got a lot of people who allowed us to be who we really were.
Gotcha.
And those people, one of the guys actually wanted to sign us. Our A&R guy now wanted to sign us when we were 16 years old, and it just didn't happen. And took us to New York, and so now we're actually working with him.
That's cool.
10, 11 years later.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Crazy,
really cool.
you know? But it's great. We did the album with Joe Barresi out in Pasadena in October, and couldn't have got a better guy to do it, man. I mean, he has done so many great records from the Melvins to Soundgarden to Nine Inch Nails and to the Chevelle stuff and lots of other things too. But he was so cool and just allowing us to go, hey, man, you're a rock band. Like, you guys do what it is you do. I'm just going to tell you, like, hey, what about this? Or let's, you know, try to herd the cattle a little this way, you know? I think it's very important when a band gets with a producer. If the band is making the creative juices, don't you know, put a sewer cap on that and say no more. Now we're gonna have to chop. You're gonna sound like Britney Spears with a Les Paul. It's like nobody wants that, you know. I mean, I like Britney Spears, but I don't, you know.
Understood.
Yeah, we get it, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, because it's real, and that's, you know, we need it. We need the soul of rock and roll. That's what has to survive.
Yes, I amen to that. I believe that. You know, there's a lot of people like us sitting here who really appreciate real rock and roll music, and it's like if you can kind of convince, you know, people way up in the you know, clouds to let rock music come through, it will, you know, because the fans. I mean, like take today for example. This is the biggest American rock and roll festival. And, I mean, we were talking just earlier, we tour a lot in Europe and through, you know, the UK. And these festivals, this is a weekend run, you know, in Austria. They're like, oh, yeah, it's, you know, 90,000 people. What's up? Okay, good deal. We're going to camp out and we're going to, you know, it's pretty wild over there. But this is, you know, as big as it gets here, I believe. I mean, I know you have Coachella and things like that.
But it's a rock.
That's not a rock. That's not a rock festival.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's more your Indian stuff like that, and your
Weird.
You know, I like to get my house music on, dude.
Look at you.
I like get in my car, dude. You know, and I'm like driving down the road. You guys ever seen Super Troopers?
Yeah,
Pulled over.
of course.
Way too fast, dude. We have watched Super Troopers so many times on our bus. It's like we're sitting there just like we don't say the lines. We're just. The girl's like, "Is there anything I can do for you?" Man, grab it.
It makes sense because there's probably a lot of pot smoked on that bus. And so it helps to have a great movie like that.
Well,
That's very
you
quotable,
and
has some
Mary
fun.
Jane.
All right, exactly. And all full circle, man. Full circle.
Do you know how many bags of Twizzlers are eaten on our bus? Because we're really chill guys.
You should be sponsored by
course.
Twizzlers.
We're just not. We're not the hardcore slamming the bath salts. You know.
Well, who needs that?
Well,
yeah.
if all falls the way it should, you guys should be stopping by Boise here.
Yeah,
soon.
got an email. Things might be coming to town soon. I like it.
Don't tease me, guys. Don't tease me. I
No,
like what I hear.
By then, maybe you'll catch up in the beer department.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to honor you, sir.
Yes,
In that
please.
glorious beard.
Oh, man. It's good stuff. Well, listen, hopefully we'll see you around Boise soon. Thanks for spending some time with us, man. We appreciate
Thanks, guys.
it. Always good talking to you, my
We
friend.
really appreciate it.